It's unbelievable how much you don't know about the game you've been playing your whole life. Mickey Mantle, baseball. Bro, come on, that shouldn't count. I will say, though, if there was a sport that I would pay attention to, it would probably be baseball. But that may just be like my overall East Coast to New York bias. Was that Giuliani? Oh, one, probably. Probably. Stunningly beautiful shot. The bouquet looks amazing.
Joe, leave it on.
Okay.
Good old Frank Sinatra. Okay, so I'm guessing he's on the opposing team that just got decimated in New York. Of course you did, bro. No offense. But of course you did. It was mandatory. It has to happen consistently every single year. World Series. Right? Okay. So I'm guessing that's their budget, maybe? By the sounds of it, the Yankees are going over to this team and just taking players because they can afford to.
Played great. You did a
Oh,
great
they played
job.
their hearts out.
Moneyball.
They played fantastic, and it just didn't fall our way.
Yeah, they have the money.
We were close for tens of $20-30 million. I'm just asking for a little bit of help. Just get me a little bit closer, and I will get you that championship team. I mean, this is...
I mean, but you're kind of now hoping that someone is just doing this for the love of the game, and they will turn down a paycheck that's going to be 3-4 times what you're going to pay them. I'm sure there will be people who will do that, absolutely. But I don't know, bro. Right? That sounds like that's going to be a task that may be not achievable, guys. Think about this here. You get offered $1 million to play on this team here, right? Let's say 2 million or 1. Let's say 1 million just for the math's sake, right? You're going to bring home maybe $400,000, right? Or 5, or closer to 5, but most likely not below 4, off of your million, depending on how your taxes are set up, right? So why would you turn down someone saying, "Hey, I'll give you 3 million," so that means you'll at least get $1 million, right? You'll get more than $1 million, but at least you'll be able to get some more money after taxes take your money. You get what I'm saying here, guys? I don't know. Why would you turn down that type of money? It seems ridiculous. I get it, love of the game, but they got families, and they see what they're going to be making versus, you know what I mean?
Why I'm here. This is why you hired me.
It doesn't seem possible,
And
plausible.
I got to ask you. I can't leave here with that.
You're going to have
What
to.
else can I help you with?
Right. You're going to have to. Sadly. I never thought about it like this, but probably a lot of teams are stuck in a situation when they go up against these absolutely money-backed teams.
He's hit everywhere along the line. He's one of our guys.
But what was that? Weird conversation, guys.
Okay, let's move on. Okay.
Oh, no, you guys are full of it. Artie is right. This guy's got an attitude. An attitude is good. I mean, it's the kind
Is that are those the rules, guys?
of guy walks into a room, he's been there for 2
This is business as usual. It's not.
Listen, it feels like this is, in fact, business as usual, because they're all talking the same, right? I mean, this seems like this is normality. This is how they choose players, right? Oh, he's 6'2" with a chiseled jawline, and his girlfriend is a 10 or something like that, guys. I feel like that's probably how things are done because they feel so confident in doing it. So, in fact, this is business as usual.
We've got to replace these guys.
That's the
with what
problem.
we have existing.
No, what's the problem, Barry?
You don't have enough money.
30. And then there's us. It's an
$39 million. Well, okay.
unfair game.
Bro, what do you mean?
You see what happens to the runt of the litter? He dies.
All right, bro, listen. I'm going to give you a solid tip. Instantly look at the country, the Dominican Republic, all right? right? Specifically, look right there and pay these players $100,000. They'll come and do it, and they'll win your championship. Trust me when I say that. If you're talking about baseball, bro, DR, absolutely, DR, Cuba, even Japan, bro. Trust me when I say this. Baseball, they do that, bro. They absolutely do that. All right, let's go.
Then what are you talking about, man?
You're in a business meeting, sir.
We try to play like the Yankees in here.
Now, this is no
Yeah, Fabio is a shortstop from Seattle. Yeah, absolutely.
time to push the pen with who we know that can play.
Because you don't care about who you know plays. You care about their jawline and their sixth girlfriend, who's probably not even a six, bro. Stop playing. Stop playing. All right. I understand within age your rating system tend to just go up because that's just what you can potentially hope for. But she's probably a 3, bro. Stop playing. But still, either way. But he loves her though. That's fine. You'll say, oh, because you deal with a 6, you have no confidence. Bro, that's crazy.
These are the guys, Billy.
Boys,
How's it going?
it's going all right. How you been? You're filling out that chair nicely.
Oh, wait, that's
I got
him.
3
That's
weeks
him,
in
like,
it right now.
so before. So
Yeah,
now he
man. How
grew
you
up to
doing?
become this.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Awesome.
He
Well,
aged
good
out
to
of
be back.
baseball.
That's good to hear, Billy.
So
I'm not
he's
gonna
working
waste your time, man.
administration.
Just tell me what you're looking for.
Noted.
Garcia? Nope. Maybe Costa.
Uh-uh.
That's it.
Right.
All right, tell me about Garcia.
Who is that guy? Well, obviously we know who he is in real life, but I feel like he's going to play some importance. He obviously looks like a main character. I'm not sure that they would cast that actor into something and only have him in this very specific scene. So, main character.
So Garcia's gonna be a no.
You're kidding me, right?
Okay.
Hey,
Hello.
who are you?
Right.
I'm Peter Brand.
Okay.
What do you do? What happened in there? What happened in that room?
I'm not quite sure what you're asking me, Mr. Mean.
What did you tell Bruce?
Just told Bruce I like Garcia.
You like Garcia. Why?
This feels like a conflict of interest, guys.
There is
I'd fire him.
an epidemic failure with to misjudge their players and
Like, just be fully aware. Like, obviously, I'm guessing he has some type of intelligence based on the game itself. But if he was working for me and then speaking to the other, yeah, he'd be fired, guys.
mismanage their teams. And if I say it to anybody, I'm ostracized. I'm a leper. So
Well, okay, I get where this is going. All right, what you need to do now, as I guess the face of a separate corporation, is basically snipe this guy from this corporation, this club, right? Bring him over to you, pay him 20-30% more, whatever he's making here, right? He'll come. And now you can build a team because he seems to be focusing on the actual statistics rather than the jawlines and the 6'2" and you know the 6 girlfriends, guys. You get what I'm saying here, guys? He absolutely seems to be someone that you should want in your company. And I'm guessing this is why we're being introduced to him so early. Because I'm trying to forecast it here, but that's what's probably going to have to happen going forward.
that's why I'm
How much money is it? It's a beautiful shot, guys. Stunning. Guys, here's the thing. I understand why a lot of like people, very specifically athletes, choose this type of thing over schooling in the long run, right? I mean, obviously, if they have the ability to make an absurd amount of money really quickly in their life, I'm going to probably always say that's probably the route you need to go, as long as there's a solid financial planning in that situation. Like, for example, if one of my sons were like, "Hey, listen, I'm going to become a basketball player," right? Instead of going to college, I'll be like, you can get injured, right? Just be fully aware you can get injured and that can end really quickly. So if you would agree to fully having an accountant and signing everything away from you very specifically, where you will be, yeah, sure, you can get this $10 million a year or whatever it is, but you're probably not ever going to see any of that until you're actually ready to retire, right? Like if the person that is saying that I can go to school is going to have some type of financial literacy to be able to actually maintain themselves, not end up in bankruptcy court or any of these other things, and I'd be fully down for that, right? My sons absolutely would be fully aware of all these financial things. So the trip absolutely was not wasted, right? That's a good thing, at least. They got something great out of it. I think that he's going to be a really good part of the team administration.
Actually, 51. I don't know why I lied just then.
Right. Right. Yeah, he's good. He's good. He's good. The funny thing is, guys, I didn't even know that they had a baseball team. I thought that Oakland was like just the Raiders, guys. Keep that in mind.
An island of misfit toys.
A motley crew of sorts. All right. Okay. Bro, yeah, exactly. Do this exact thing. Right? Math it out. Sure, why not? What do they have to risk, guys? Seriously. They have nothing to lose under any circumstances.
Really?
That it?
Yeah.
Well, what is he doing with this cup, guys? These sunflower seeds? I think it may be sunflower seeds.
And the kid is the new assistant GM.
Okay.
Okay, fellas. Hey, Billy.
Replace him. Find someone who can do better for less, apparently. Do that.
You can't
Bro.
deny his
Time and a
offensive
place,
output.
sir.
He can play.
Time and a place.
And we need people that can play.
You want me to speak?
Bro.
We're not pointing you yet.
Right.
1092.
Divided by 3.
364.
That's what we're looking for.
Jeez, Billy.
Number 2,
Right.
David Justice.
Oh, no.
These people are not happy at all.
Why is that?
Steinbrenner's. Because he gets on base.
What is this?
What are we doing?
Okay, number 3.
They're like, what are we doing here? Well, exactly. We're changing the game of baseball.
Rocco, do I care if it's a walk or a hit?
Right.
Pete?
You do not.
No.
I do not.
Billy, I got 37 free agents that are better than those three guys.
Wait a minute, let me get this straight. So, you're not going to bring in one, but 3 defective players to replace Giambi.
Yes.
You're not buying into this.
And still save money.
This is the
All over.
Brady. This is not a discussion.
All you care about are like trivial, meaningless things. He cares about numbers. He's a numbers guy.
What are we discussing?
Guys, so far, I definitely like this movie. I'm gonna tell you why. I guess it's sports related, like in proximity, but they're not like annoying us with like sports gameplay and things, guys. It's fun, right? You never really encounter things like from the administrative side of things, and it's definitely an extremely appealing thing to see. Speak.
I can't throw the ball at
Yeah.
all.
You thrown your last ball from behind home plate. Scott?
That's right.
It's not that hard, Scott. Tell him, Wash.
It's incredibly hard.
Hey, anything worth doing is. And we're going to teach you.
Wait a minute. I mean, what about...
Yeah, maybe I can teach one of them.
The fans don't.
Whoa.
Fans don't run my ball club.
Honey, what are you doing awake?
Discuss with your wife. Let us know.
Oh, you're gonna take
Thank
it.
you.
He's definitely a main
Bye-bye.
character. You just didn't put this man in a
stop.
movie.
Yeah.
Don't tell anyone about the ready.
She's out with friends. But she'll be back. Come in.
I'm guessing this is the daughter scenario. That's the ex-wife, maybe.
Want to have a seat? Where is she? Where was she? Down the street or?
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Miles away.
I just talked to her on her cell.
I'm guessing maybe this is her new husband is like an architect, maybe. like interesting placement of things in this house here, guys. In terms of like the design, it's interesting. It's very open. It's very minimalist. When they speak, there's a slight echo. There's nothing really dampening the noise at all in this house. I hate it personally, but it looks like something an architect would most likely own. Also based off of the books that are sitting on the table here. Looks like Harron and Harron houses. Generally, someone who's an architect is not going to have random houses like that on their coffee table. That's a coffee table book for people that are coming to visit. Most likely some type of architect's home, right? Then also the book on top of it is by the sea, because the house is obviously by the sea. Yeah, I don't like it.
She's coming up the hill.
The house, at least.
She's got a cell phone?
Doesn't feel very lived in.
Yeah.
We all should discuss, because if you have any objections, of course.
Oh, bro, you're weak, man.
Her mother and I will discuss it.
Right. That's not really a conversation that you know that's relevant to you, sir. But I get it. I'm sure they'll all, for the most part, sound the same. I guess it just comes purely down to aesthetics at the end.
Sing a little for your dad. Right here in the middle of the store.
Like, that's how you see fights in baseball games. When the pitcher just randomly tries to hit the person at bat on purpose, out of rage.
Some do, some don't.
Oh, he's a flop? What's interesting is that they're pointing out a lot of the things that the older guys that were at the table at first, they were just literally looking at nothing but superficial nonsense, right? Without actually digging into the numbers, to the point where the numbers guy was like, listen, you definitely did not deserve the first round. You deserve maybe ninth. And if you would have gotten that, you would have just taken the scholarship and went on with your life, right? But this is a really good thing they're pointing out. Like, you cannot just go specifically off of looks. Sometimes honestly, all the times you should be going off of substance, because the substance is more important. All the time.
That's my hero. That man gets walked.
And I think they just chose to tell it, if that makes any sense, from the view or the angle of baseball.
More than anybody in
baseball. But it's an amazing story overall.
I tried to convince.
Wasn't anybody could do what we're doing, but they can't because they don't know what we know.
You just don't want to lose your job because of the change.
They don't have our experience and they don't have our intuition.
I'm almost positive right now in 2023, AI can basically do the same thing, probably better.
Okay. Kubota, you never played ball, right?
Well, I played a little t-ball when I was a kid.
You're the new head scout. Congratulations.
Wow. Just giving people positions.
So Boston's gonna wait and see.
Okay, a ragtag group of, some of them are completely washed up, bro, by the looks of it, but they can get on base, right?
This better work.
Why is there so much? Why are they spitting so much, bro? Not sure I wanted to encounter the contents of their sinus and saliva. Just.
I'm here to prove that wrong.
I asked you if you were 100%.
I mean, reporters. Like, what do you really expect, bro?
Excuse me, Mr. B.
Hey, Chad.
Hey, I'm not
sowing doubt before the game.
What's up?
Can't hit
It's on base.
defenses.
Still keeps us in the plus column. We only need to be 7 over 500. What?
Trust the computer.
Anything else?
Could this be about your contract?
No. This is about you doing your job.
Bro, it is purely about the contract that you won't give him for more than 1 year. He
He
is
this team you assembled for me.
enraged by this.
I didn't assemble them for you, Art.
Well, listen, okay, if it's not working, then I thought that, try something new, maybe, right? it does feel like it could work. It has potential, right? Stop basing everything off of the absolute superficial and base things off of what people actually can do. It just feels good. It has to work, though, guys. It feels like, I don't know, bro. I don't think they would have made a movie about it if it didn't work. All right?
I just bought a house here.
Do it.
Well,
in Oakland.
Mention the kids.
My kid just started a new school.
Go.
They made friends.
that's well,
Go.
you shouldn't pull them out.
Would you rather get a bullet to the head or 5 to the chest and bleed to death?
Exactly.
Are those my only 2 options?
Yes.
On the road with
Bro.
the team.
It's hard to see exactly, but
No.
it's there. Yeah.
It is hard to see.
Right.
I'm done.
Right. It's petty, bro. Give him the soda for free, bro. If that's the case. It's gonna be honest. The fact that you're saying that it was predictable, it says that you were wishing them absolutely a lack of success. Don't contradict yourself, bro. All right? Be honest with yourself at all times. But obviously, this is the part of the movie where everything is failing, everything is falling. And then obviously towards the end, it should hopefully start to pick up. They start winning, and then they just keep winning and winning and winning. Like how things, hopefully, guys, I'm just hoping it turns out like this. I could be wrong, right? But I'm definitely hoping at the very least they start winning and they start proving that this fantasy baseball experiment is actually a functional thing that can happen.
That's why we're here, Steve. That's why we get up in the morning. That's all we do.
Okay, that wasn't very convincing. Like, if I was the money man, I'd be like, listen, we're going to have to do something so we can pull out a couple of wins at the very least. Guys, keep fans coming, paying ticket prices.
You don't have to worry. Hey, there's no problem.
I mean, there are a couple of problems
but
right now.
problems at all.
Just be fully aware. There are some issues.
You're not worried, right?
No.
She's worried. Absolutely. Okay.
Pena.
Hey.
He is absolutely at risk of losing his job, guys. He has anger issues. On top of it.
Moreover, I'm playing my team in a way that I can explain in job interviews next winter. Okay?
Oh, because he thinks that he's not going to have his job next year. Because obviously, listen, I'm playing it how I think is going to allow me to get another job. Basically, blame this on you, because he knows he's not coming back. That's crazy.
Hattie, no Pena.
Oh, so now I think we see how things are going to turn around. He's refusing to put the correct guy onto the correct position because he's like, listen, if I put him there, it's going to be bad. But bro, you're already losing because you're not listening. So that one little small piece of the puzzle that's keeping them trash is what the coach is refusing to put onto the field.
What's up, kid?
Are you okay, Dad?
Nah, he's losing it.
You're doing it again. Do I look worried?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're getting on an airplane. Those things crash all the time.
Is that the conversation you have with your daughter before she gets onto an airplane, bro? That's wild.
Please stop worrying about your dad.
that's a terrible thing to do to your daughter, bro.
We're all set.
Okay.
What's up?
Yeah, it seems like all of their inside shots are shot with like literal film, guys. It just feels like old school Panaflex film cameras. Great colors.
Ed? Hello?
Great
Ed, it's
natural
Julie.
colors.
Doesn't work out the way that we want it to. You know, this is This is
Right,
the kind
this
of
is the
decision that
end.
gets you fired.
Right.
It is.
Yes.
Gets
you're
you
right.
fired, dude. Both of you are
I may
gone.
lose my job.
Theoretically, Hatterberg.
Then there we
What are
go.
we talking about then?
Dombrowski's on again on 3.
He just doesn't want to make it more risky. That's why he's
Yeah.
saying keep Pena.
Okay, that'll work. Soda. Yeah, I don't want my guys paying for soda. I want you to stock my machine for 3 years. Go tell Pena he's got a pack.
You want me to tell Pena?
Part of the
Yeah.
job.
Now let's watch how the main character
You got a
does
minute?
it.
Well, I am starting him at first.
You can't.
I think so.
We traded
He
him.
plays for Detroit now. You traded Pena?
Yeah.
You're a good ball player, Jeremy. And we wish you the best.
This man is a savage. But he's not wrong. You know, party after we lose? Get out of here.
Jeremy's gone too.
He's rubbing it in his face.
You're killing this.
You may not look like a winning team. But you are one.
Things are about to change. They took a big risk and they're going to get a reward for their big,
So-
gigantic risk. Absolutely.
Play like one tonight. We got a problem, David?
Nah, it's okay.
It seems like it. A little attitude.
It's patter.
Oh, you're special.
He thinks because he has a name, he's more important than everyone else is. That's the overall gist of kind of what I'm getting from this encounter.
They're paying you $3.5 million to play against them.
Where you going with this, Billy?
Oh, whoa.
David, you're 37. How about you and I be honest about what each of us want out of this? Make an example for the younger guys. Be a leader. You can do that?
Instead of a showboat. Bro, you know how much it sucks to find out that the other team is paying literally to play against you? It's crazy.
No, seriously, that is.
What? Right. I mean, I mean, listen. Okay.
Well, hey, good luck with that.
Right.
Be social out.
That's crazy. Then obviously this is the motivational speech that then propels them all forward to greatness.
Orthodox team.
Right.
It's not a perfect roster, but right now, Art Howe is the reason this team is winning. He deserves the
Great,
credit.
thanks.
What?
Hear that?
What?
I heard 7 in a row. You got to
Now all of a sudden the coach is getting all of the the attention here. Then obviously his overall evolution to now treat the players as if they are humans, let's say. He's meeting with them, speaking with them, giving them words of encouragement. I'm guessing he was probably like a heavy smoker
Mark, you can't afford
with this oral fixation that he has.
I get the impression. Oh, I want this one.
Because there's so much drama behind the scenes, guys.
Why isn't anybody calling?
Okay, thank you very much. We'll call you back. Thank you.
Come on! Come on!
Traded?
Dropped? Whoa, okay. Right.
I'm sorry for the crap news.
And that's, I think, the biggest fear
No, it hurts.
that everyone has regarding this. Get the money while you can. type of thing, and hope for no injury. Not at all. It's not that strange, bro. We kind of smelt this coming. Because, bro, I think it was pretty obvious here, right? I mean, outside looking in here. The coach he just kept putting Pena in when the algorithm basically, figured everything out already, right? We need to get rid of him and play it how the computer says, the math says that it should be played, right? I mean, I get it. It's hard for some people to grasp, right? But that's exactly what just happened here, bro. Period. You can't go halfway in, bro. Not in this here. You had to go full, right? And the only holdout was Pena. That's it. That's the only reason they were losing so hard in the beginning. I'm guessing this is probably like real footage. Well, obviously, this is real footage. I guess so. The main question is that if they were to win like this, will their budget get larger? But would it even matter now? But also think about this here. If the Oakland A's have been basically a farm for the rest of the teams within the league, wouldn't now that they're winning like this, all of these players' values just shoot up to the sky, guys? Think about that for a second. That's a thing, guys. Right? They're going to be absolutely tremendously famous because they were on the team that beat the record, even the franchise record, guys. I think the budget would probably have to go up now. I'm not sure it can stick at $39 million if that was the case. I'm not sure that that's even plausible, guys.
You're not gonna jinx it.
I'll talk to you later, sweetheart.
Oh,
I love you.
Oh no, this is gonna be lost, isn't it? Foreshadow. As soon as he comes, they start messing up? Really? Oh, bro, get out of here. Get out of here now. Oh, no. Oh, no. But did you bring your bad luck to the stadium? Get out of here, please. Right, you're allowing them to come back. They're getting their second wind. Oh, no. Oh, no. Bro, what? Home run? Are we smelling a home run right now, guys? Maybe. Home run, bases loaded? That's what it looks like. Yeah. Oh, buddy. Why would you come and watch this game, bro? You're the bad luck. I mean, listen, you guys are holding a record. It's a solid record, right? But somehow you're getting yourself handed to yourselves, guys, right? It's all based off of this man's luck, guys. It looks like they got 10 points in one inning, and I don't even know how that even honestly happened. Come on, guys. Okay. Home run? Bro. This is what I'm talking about right here. This man walked out and hit a home run like it was literally nothing. You got this, bro. You can't explain it other than just listen. Brilliant, bro. Brilliant.
If we don't win the last game of the series,
nothing matters.
They'll dismiss us. On our budget, with this team.
It's game changing. You destroy baseball.
We'll change the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's what I want.
And then you got to bring him in. And you don't do that.
He was
with
right.
A bunch
This
of
is exactly what they're doing.
Nobody reinvents this game.
The old guard still wins. I don't think he's going to get fired, though. Or the coach.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure there are other teams that did worse than they did that year. So,
thank you, Denise.
Big green wall.
So why did you return my call?
Time to go, maybe.
It's the Red Sox.
I know you're taking it in the teeth out there, but the first guy through the wall, he always gets bloody.
Right.
Always. Really, what's threatening is their livelihood. It's
Absolutely,
their
it
jobs.
is. Right.
It's
Money.
threatening the way that they do things. And
The
every
old
time
guard.
that happens,
What's this?
I
His
want you
offer.
to be my general manager. That's my offer.
But you can't leave Pete, bro. All right, you can't. He has to come with you. That's a mandatory, bro. All right, because if he doesn't, I don't think I respect you personally.
Doesn't matter.
What was it?
Doesn't matter.
What was it?
Doesn't matter.
What was it?
Please say it out loud so we can all hear it.
You know, I made one decision in my life based on money. And
Okay.
I swore I would never do it again.
Let's see where we're going with this. Principal?
You're not doing it for the money. You're doing it for what the money says. And it says what it says to any player that makes big money, that they're worth it.
You have the ability to change the game from a team with a pretty substantial budget. I mean, keep in mind the Boston Red Sox only exist because the Yankees exist. They have to be second at all times.
Here's what's really interesting. Because Jeremy's going to do what he never does. He's going to go for it. He's going to round first, and he's going to go for it. He hit a home run and didn't even realize it.
Didn't expect it. That was above his mental capacity at this very specific time. He thought he could only ever make it to first. Go ahead and take that off.
How can you not be romantic about baseball?
What's funny is, again, this is probably the only sport. The only sport I would probably ever pay attention to. Baseball, very specifically, is an interesting one. I still want him to take that offer, though, bro. I mean, he'll have the ability to change more if there's a already established, permanent second place and below team, such as the Red Sox. Guys, keep in mind, even if they are number one, they're number two. All right? Come in New York City with a Red Sox hat on. How dare you? I'm not really a fan of this shot visually, guys. It's like they added some warp stabilization over the shot. It's very jarring to encounter. And what was it? Did they ever win? Ever? 2 years later. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, perseverance. All right. You're such a loser, Dad. I love it. All right. Listen. So I honestly never thought I would ever get to the point where I tell you that I think I love a sports movie. Baseball has always been a super interesting thing to me. Just growing up in New York and playing stickball type of things, right, with a random stick. Just find a stick, right, and play with one of those small blue handballs and just stickball. New York. Right? In the summer, fire hydrants. It just feels like New York to me. I can't explain it. It's like ingrained into the culture of New York, just to kind of just enjoy the concept of baseball itself. I mean, and that's it. No soccer, no football, no basketball, none of that stuff. Honestly, just hockey and baseball. It just feels like New York to the core, guys. Right? I don't know. It just always stood out to me as something that I probably would have paid a lot of attention to if I was even into paying attention to the concept of sports, professional sports, let's say. But now, as the movie itself, guys, it's interesting because it talks about a lot of superficial things that obviously the sports people, the old guard of these sporting these clubs, guys, would do to find players that really made no sense. I think stats are probably the only thing that should make sense while looking for players, guys. I mean, if you're looking for appearance and all these other fan-oriented things just to get butts in the seat for your club to make more money, I mean, I guess that's also a thing, but I think winning would probably be more beneficial to the long run of said club. Right? So I think how they did it should have been the way that they've always been doing it. But, you know, think about how that could have turned out if everyone always has been doing that very specific thing. I think the game would have probably been more competitive. It probably would be a lot harder than it was ever, right? I mean, if someone had the ability to win 20 games in a row or 15 games in a row, that means that the game was probably too easy. That means that you've stacked teams with players that you think are aesthetically pleasing for the crowds. You're trying to build superstars based off of their aesthetics rather than their overall ability to do anything. That thing happens often, though, right? I mean, in many realms of like fandoms, let's say, a lot of singers are like that. Like, think about the amount of people that can sing absolutely amazingly, guys, but they just don't have that look that would be appealing to the masses, versus the people who have to be, you know, trained thoroughly to be able to hit a single note while voicing someone else's song that someone else sang in the studio. They're just the face of something, but not really the creator of said thing. That happens a lot in music, right? But let's get back to the movie. Sorry, I'm going off the rails here. The movie, I think, was overall filmed very well. There was a mix of like techniques that were somewhat troubling at times, mainly the fact that they did not at all times at least follow the rules of cinematography. But I do know that breaking some of the rules occasionally are, you know, ways to kind of bring attention to very specific scenes. But that scene that stood out to me, where they're basically purposely were cutting off, you know, very specific limbs of people's bodies, you know, that is very jarring and troubling. But I'm not sure that the overall masses would even care about something like that. So, you know, fine, I guess, right? But I can tell you that that scene was atrocious. It was definitely an atrocity. I never want to see anything like that again. But the majority of the film was filmed well. It feels, again, like extremely warm, but yet muted in terms of like saturation. Definitely has to be something Panaflex oriented, guys. Not anything like a Red or like some type of Black Magic, like super digitalized, perfect visuals, guys. Definitely some film grain, but then also some of the shots, like the super bright and colorful shots, felt a lot more so kind of leaning on the digital end than the actual film end of things. I'm still trying to decide. I mean, I guess what I prefer in terms of like movies. Do I like these like clinically sterile, sharp, 8K downscaled to 4K images, guys, or do I like the warm, more traditional, more nostalgic feeling, you know, film? I like how they mix them, right? But I'm not sure if that I fully would want to see something as sterile as the image you guys are seeing currently, all the time, at least, right? My video here is filmed. This very specific camera is a different one that I normally use, but this camera is filming in 8K. It's downscaling it down to 4K, and then the computer itself is downscaling it to 1440p, right? And I don't think I would like to see a movie that looks like how I appear, right? Sharp, clear. I think that would probably get annoying pretty fast, guys. But all right, listen, if you guys want to see the full-length reaction to this very specific movie, it is on Patreon at the 2nd tier, all right? And listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day and enjoy your day thoroughly.